So there is a pretty viral story circulating around MAGA social media circles, and it goes like this. A young woman who was pregnant overdosed on acetaminophen to quote-unquote own Donald Trump and to show him that autism is not caused by acetaminophen use. And in the process, she got really sick. She is now dying on a ventilator in an ICU. They're not sure if her baby's going to make it. Now, I can't independently verify this story because the only source of this story is a nurse, a former nurse, who had to surrender her nursing license because she was caught practicing outside of her scope and violating their code of conduct. So she's not an actively practicing nurse as far as I can tell. So she's the only person. She said that, someone gave the husband of this patient her number and he called her in the middle of the night and frantically told her this story. And it's gone viral. I've seen plenty of MAGA social media content creators just regurgitating the story word for word. And it's kind of got a lot of holes in it. The story doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, and it's interesting that no major media outlet has picked up on this, given how hot the whole acetaminophen topic is. I mean, the Gateway pundit, that far right conspiracy rag, has picked up on it, but they didn't get any additional information. They didn't talk to the patient's husband or anything. They just literally reproduced the nurse's tweet thread as their source. So take that for what it is, but let's just operate under the assumption that it is true. It's a good opportunity now to say that you should not be overdosing on acetaminophen. You should not be taking more acetaminophen than is necessary. You should not be taking more acetaminophen than is recommended on the dosing instructions. And that goes for any medication, prescription, or over-the-counter. Because acetaminophen overdose is the #1 cause of acute liver failure in this country. Overdose, meaning taking more than the recommended dosing, which no one is saying you should do. And I know I've seen some videos, mostly in jest, of people popping Tylenol saying, oh, I'm going to get an autistic baby, ha ha ha. Again, joking aside, we should not be taking more medication than is necessary. Only take medication when it is indicated, when it is necessary, and when you do so, make sure you're taking it according to the instructions. And if you have any questions, please talk to a medical professional, not social media. So, yeah, if the story is true, it's tragic, but I have my doubts. But yeah, let's not use tragedy for clout either, because that's kind of shitty. All right? Have a great night.